Feels like a war zone out here. Well, I'm hearing and smelling some gunshots out here, so I'm gonna make some noise just so... Not good. I really hope somebody with a gun doesn't come to find me right now. So far, I'm still alive. I probably need a hard hat out here. Day 12. I've got the tool bag. I'm lugging it in to where I left the wheeler last time. Hoping to get a little bit more done today. Got a nice early start. Got about the whole day I can spend out here, and hopefully I can actually put some roof boards on. So I'm going to take you guys in today and we're going to see what I can get done. On the wheeler and we're headed in. Let's go! I know it's not very big, and it might not look too much bigger than what a shed would be, but this was a lot of work getting all these materials in here. I'm going to consider it a cabin. I'm going to be trying to sleep in it. We're going to have hopefully a couple bunk beds, a little loft bed, and me and my family, some of my friends, will be doing some camping in here. We'll be having some fun. We'll be snowmobiling in the wintertime. Hopefully have a wood stove at some point, be able to warm up, get some lunch or something. So this is going to be a pretty cool hangout spot. Rained yesterday. It is a little damp around here. It is pretty buggy this morning. I have really wanted to get a little campfire going at some point. I think today's the day. It's cold enough this morning. I could use some smoke, try and keep these horse flies away a little bit. So I'm going to see if I can get one going with what I have. Alright, my son helped build this little fire pit the other day. So we got some rocks around it. I did get a little bit of some birch bark and a little bit of a cardboard bag right there. So we're going to light this thing up, see if these sticks are dry enough to get this thing going a little. Did not bring a lighter, but I did have a book of matches. I love a good campfire. It's going a little bit right there. But I need to get one of these big roof joists up on top of here. I need to get my pattern board so I can cut all the other ones with the same notches. So I'm going to drag one up there, see if I can't make some marks on it, get a cut, and see what it looks like. So I'm going to take you along and we're going to find out how I do. Well, I guess let's see. Is this thing good? This is wonderful. Climbed up there, I marked this board where I needed to notch things, dragged it back down, set up a little staging for me to cut off of. Second notch cut, looks pretty good. I'm gonna haul this thing up there, see if it fits all right. This is probably only the second time I've tried to make those roof joist cuts to notch it and actually sit nicely on my wall boards, but I did all right. This one is sitting very nicely. I measured that about perfectly. The notch is sitting on both sides of that stud on the top of my wall. The front, a little sloppier. And I think I can clean it up with my pattern, but it is notched up in there. It is actually pretty good. It is sitting fairly flat on that 2x4 frame up there. So I'm going to consider this my pattern board. I've been looking around and stressing a little bit. I figured I'd bought more of these roof joists here. I know I originally bought 6 or 8 of them or something, and I cut up 5 of them, and it's like, well, I mean, I'm saving one for the front, one for the back, but where did the rest of them go? I thought I'd made another trip. And then I go and I'm digging, and I see that underneath my plastic roofing, I got another 3 or 4 of them. So I'm going to probably rip down my pattern board that I did just lift up there and cut another 1 or 2 to give myself extra support. I should have enough to do those overhangs like I was talking about on the left and right. So, believe it or not, I do not like heights. I've had a job in the past where I had to climb up pretty high, doing some construction-like stuff. I had to go up in man lifts, bucket trucks. I mean, I did it. I didn't like it. This is a little sketchy up here because most of this I built. I'm not a great builder or carpenter. This ladder is creaking and cracking, but so far it hasn't broke. The platform up above me, I trust a lot more to actually hang off a little bit. But I've got some of those joists up there, and I'm starting to space them out, and I'm going to take you up there with me, and I'm going to let you see what I have to do. I probably need a hard hat out here. I haven't hurt myself yet, but I just had a couple close calls with things falling down that I kind of staged on the side that, I mean, you never know. It comes down, kicks my ladder out when I'm trusting that it's going to keep me up. Not going to be good, so I need to be a little bit more careful. Alright, I have all my roof joists cut and notched. I did mark my pattern board in case I feel like I need to get some more. I am going to put one of these roof joists hanging over to the left and one onto the right that I need to buy. They don't need notches because they're going to kind of seal up the roof that I'm building. But I'm going to try and lift all these roof joists up in there and get them kind of into place, and I might even start screwing them in if everything looks like it's lining up pretty nicely. Oh, I do not like standing on this top step of this ladder at all. Very sketchy. Nobody's going to hear me scream. There's a good chance you fall, but hopefully you get to see some of it. Got some lunch, powered up the batteries a bit, got a little gas for the four-wheeler, so I'm hiking back in to get it, getting back to the car, and I'm going to get everything all ready to do a little more work this afternoon. I'm back. unscrew some things, made things so I can move on to this next roof joist. I'm just sitting right up here, made a board across the platform, got some of my tools, got some more joists up here, got some others that are actually hung a little bit. This is going to be the loft area. So hey, this is going to be a little bit tight, but somebody could climb up here. We'll make some railings and stuff so that they won't fall off, but this will be enough for one little bed up here. Get something out of the way so that we can still use that floor beneath us for something else. Maybe put a little table, a chair or something. Got to remember this seat is not screwed in, so if I start moving it could go, and I shouldn't trust it too much. Can see that this face up here is kind of pushing away from me a little bit compared to the first part of it, so I do need to get this side still unscrewed, but at least I'm up here. I can access it a little bit better, hopefully. These, I probably can trust these a little bit so I don't go too crazy. There we go. See if I can pull this in anymore now. Oh, a little bit. That's better. Start some screws, see if we can't get the screws to help me. Where's my seat there? How's that seat looking? That looks pretty good. Sit on that thing. Give that ladder a break. Probably only has so many more climbs in it before something breaks. A couple of those steps are not very good. Just put in a bunch of screws to make it kind of work. I've gone up and down this thing 150 times easily. Carrying stuff, moving it all around. It's been out in the rain and weather, and it has worked. So I can't complain too much. Got to pull in a lot. I do like. I need another hand. There we go. That was tight. That was nice. Ooh, looking pretty good. I have to turn you guys off, put the music on. A little too quiet out here right now. Oh, there we go. That's nice and good. Oh! That was all the screws that just fell. Oh. I think the only way that by myself I'm getting this thing on there is if I use a rope or a strap or a ratchet or something to at least hang one side of this somewhat up there so I can get one edge started and then hold it and then move to the other. So I do have a rope that is actually hanging up on that other side near those roof joists. It will probably work pretty good. I just got to kind of flip it over, move the ladder around, and then I might be able to hang one end and then screw this in. So let's see what happens. finally finished up with the back. At least as good as I think I'm going to get it. I was able to get that baseboard on there. Got the edges somewhat even, so have about the same overhang. Got it screwed into all of those joists on that back wall there. So it's looking pretty good. Well, I'm hearing and smelling some gunshots out here, so I'm going to make some noise just so... so people know I'm out here. Jeez, I'm crying. I don't want bullets flying through here. Oh my gosh, I'll let you know what happens. I'm going to kind of hide out in here just so they don't come finding me. Alright, I banged around for a bit, so I haven't heard it for a minute or two. It sounded like it was getting closer. I could smell gunpowder. It was not good. I really hope somebody with a gun doesn't come to find me right now, but we're going to find out here. I'm going to keep working. I mean, we're pretty secluded. A lot of this is my father-in-law's land and is his brother's land, and we know the people around here, so people do come out and shoot guns, and they could just be target practicing, they could be squirrel hunting. I don't know, but hopefully they just leave me alone. So far, I'm still alive. Still been working. Got some of that roof strapping up there in those joists. It is coming along nicely. It is looking pretty good up there. I am pretty excited about finally getting this done. I'm hoping I got enough strapping. I might need 1 or 2 more boards, but I'm just going to kind of fill up this one side, and then I'm going to probably run out of screws. And after that, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's been a long day already. I probably spent 4 or 5 hours in here, but a lot of good progress. I think I need some help to get this front faceboard on these joists. Oh, there it is again. That's pretty close. That was close enough where if they're firing through the woods, I got to be a little worried here, so I don't know. I'm going to go find some cover. I've been hearing wheelers and more gunshots for the last half hour or so. I'm about out of screws. I am exhausted, and I have done a ton of work today. So I am going to pick up in a little bit, and I'm going to show you everything I did, including put in that one little window there. Feels like a war zone out here. Gunshots keep blasting. They sound pretty close. I mean, people can come shoot out here. They got plenty of land. Just would be nice to know who it was and make sure they're not aiming towards me or something. I mean, it is not hunting season, I don't think, for anything, and it is Sunday. But here is a little tour. So I got a little bit of a window in there. It does open and close. The screen will work nice. Got to put the siding on the front. But I got all those roof joists up there, except for that facing one, and the 2 on the sides that'll eventually have to hang. I might need some help for it. Oh, there's another one. I did not get any more real siding work done, just mostly worked up top today, but it's looking pretty good. I got some of the strapping on, and I was able to use the lasso of that rope there to hang up this backboard, and I think it's going to be pretty sweet once I get everything all closed in properly, but it is looking nice. You know, hearing another wheeler in the distance. I did message my father-in-law, so maybe he'll eventually come down and see what's going on. I don't know if he's working or not. But here's the inside, guys. So I've got some strapping up on a lot of it. I've got the loft that I've been hanging up and off of. The ladder still staged right there. The window. A couple of those posts. And things are looking good. So day 12 is done. I'm exhausted. I'm hoping to come out a few nights this week. Maybe get that plastic roofing actually on there and then try and seal this thing up. I don't need anything too fancy to try and start sleeping in here, even if we just throw a couple little mattresses on the ground. Pretend like we're camping out here with a campfire. It'd be pretty cool. So we are getting close, and keep on watching, and I'm going to have it finished soon.